Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to do a review. The review is on Quicken loans. We're going to make this fair and honest review. I've never dealt with them personally, but I've just been hearing a lot of things, and some's good, some's bad. Let's get into it. Okay, now Quicken loans. The JD Power people company really likes them. They give them, 5 out of 5 on their satisfaction, study. Better Business Bureau likes them. Better Business Bureau gives them an A+. Okay. By the way, if you like reviews, if you like loan companies and different stuff like that, this is your place right here. Please subscribe to the channel. Give me a like if you like it. And, just meet me here every time I do a review. Appreciate it. Now let's get back to it. Let's dive a little deeper. Let's dive a little deeper into Quicken loans. Okay, they do an online application. The online application seems to be pretty fair. I looked at it. For a conventional loan, you need a 620 credit score. Okay, for an FHA loan, you need a 580 credit score, which both of those I think are pretty reasonable. Now, okay, you got approved for, well, it's more of a pre-approval for the loan. Now, another thing I do like about it is the pre-approval. It's they don't do any kind of hard inquiry. They do a soft inquiry, which that doesn't mess with your credit at all in the beginning. Now, if you go and like what they're saying and what they want to do, then they'll go deeper into a harder inquiry and pull your credit record and all of that. Now, the closing costs on this, it could be either 3 to 6%. Okay, to kind of put that more in layman's terms, let's say if you got $150,000 house loan that you want to get approved. Now, 3% of that would be $4,500, which ain't bad. Well, it's 6%, which is on the high end, if you get it for 6%, that's only $9,000. I don't think that's bad either, for a down payment for a house. So it seems to be pretty decent to me. Now they have a smaller company. It's called Rocket Mortgage, and people seem to like them maybe a little more. I think they're more like a mobile app or something like that. But they have, advisors that you can actually talk to and different stuff like that. And I think people are growing. They're growing on people. They're saying they're about to pass Quicken loans. I guess if things keep happening the way it's happening, and we'll get deeper into that. Just stay right here, and we'll get to the other side of things in just a minute. Okay, now Now, sometimes there might be some charges associated with the pre-approval, but if anything in there, charges are done. They usually last 90 days, so you have 90 days to kind of figure out what you want to do as far as all of that. Now, as local realtors, because Quicken Loan is an online company, so the local realtors that are in your town dealing with lenders and stuff like that, they don't really have a lot of good things to say about Quicken Loans. And I think one of the reasons is you have a realtor and you have a lender, they're in the same state or whatever, so I think a lot of times they work out deals, and realtors can get like a kickback, or something like that. So it kind of hurts their business, because a lot of times where you're at, you go into a place and you look at these people face to face and this and that. Sometimes you might not get approved for that loan, which with Quicken loans, they approve a lot of people. Because I mean, just look at it. 620, 580. So that's pretty good odds to me. Now, another thing, dealing with them is that Quicken Loans keep 99% of their customers. And a lot of these lenders and different agencies or whatever, they will sell your loan to make money. Your house loan might be through Joe Blow, and then 10 years later, it might be through Sally Johnson, just saying that, putting that out there. But yeah, and that does happen. And I've had it happen to me on like car loans. And I mean, it don't just happen on house loans. If it's a pretty big loan, it can happen on almost any kind of loan. And I think some of the reasons they trying to get that money back so they can do, other loans and other adventures and stuff like that. So they will. Now, before I get too far in this, I've heard the question of, can you be denied for a pre-approval loan? And I mean, yeah, the answer is yes, because when they do a soft inquiry, I don't know what that does, but it gives them more of an ideal of where you're at, in a whole. It don't give them everything that they need to know until they actually pull your credit. Now, once they actually pull your credit, they might find out something totally different. Something might jump out, which I personally do not think that's right, because a pre-approval and approval should pretty much be the same thing, but it's not. So if you were thinking that, to answer that question is yes, you can be denied after being pre-approved. Now, I have also looked at like the Consumer Affairs Report. Now, the Consumer Affairs Report is a little bit different. They only give them a 1.5 star. Now, I don't really know, too much about the Consumer Affairs Report, stuff like that. But with these comments and these reviews and questions and stuff that were on there, a lot of them, I mean, a lot of them were the same. Now, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I would like you to know, just for future reference or whatever, hopefully this video will help you to decide whether to go with them or not. Now, as far as closing, they said sometimes it takes a month or longer to close. Yes, and people get frustrated. And I think one of the reasons why they get frustrated is because of they keep asking for stuff. Like when you're going through the process, they'll say, well, we need this document and this document. Then you'd be like, okay, so you go and get the documents that they need. You send the documents in, and then, they review the documents or whatever. And then they come back like a week later and tell you, oh, well, now, they tell you about the documents. Right? Then they say, well, we need this document and this document. And then you're like, really? And so then you go and do that document and then that document. But and they say a lot of people say they do this 3 and 4 times. So my thoughts are, just my thoughts, if you do this a lot and you have person after person after person that you do this to, you should have a packet together that lets them know everything that they need at once. So if they have to take a day off work or whatever their situation is or might be, they can do it all at once and bring it to you. And then maybe it would only take a week or whatever it's going to take. But I mean, being a real person with a real life and a real job, it doesn't make any sense to me. But that's one of the things that really frustrates people about Quicken Loans. Another thing that people didn't like about Quicken Loans was the appraisal, which, yeah, once you get so far into this rabbit hole, I'm guessing you're going to have an appraisal. But so they charge like $500 for this appraisal. And then I think some of them, it's not even the price that they charge, but they say they don't even come to your house. They say, because a couple of them on there, I don't know if they stay at home or what, but they say they do like an aerial view of your house to do the appraisal. And they take comps off of the houses that are around you to figure out the charges and the fees and all this stuff. And one guy actually called him and was like, hey, nobody came out, for my appraisal or whatever. And they told him, we did a drive-by appraisal because of, the whole outbreak and, the epidemic or whatever. So, I mean, that's just crazy to do an insight appraisal. So I guess there's good, and there's bad. Hopefully this review will help you out, put a little bit of light on the situation or whatever. But if you would, leave me a comment. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you like, what I've done here today with the comment I've done, please subscribe to the channel and I'll try and make more of these, if you want me to. All right, guys, do me a favor. Be good to yourself and be good to others. Thank you.